In recent years, gambling has grown to become an acceptable norm among Nigerian society, with sports betting particularly earning a spot as one of the most thriving industries in the country, with the potential to generate 2 trillion naira in annual revenue and contribute about 1.5% to 3% of GDP over 10 years. The current economic crunch and other socio-economic challenges has made it very appealing to the country's over 200 million people, especially youths who are seeking an easy route out of the rising poverty levels in the country. However, this potential come with costs which sometimes may be too heavy to pay. In this special report, Clavis Gloria Atta takes a retrospective look at this highly controversial industry and presents you its good, the bad, and the ugly side. The report.
Sports betting is a thriving business in Nigeria and many other countries of the world. In Nigeria, it has a long history dating back to the pre-colonial era. However, it wasn't until the 21st century that sports betting became a popular pastime in the country. The first form of sports betting in Nigeria was known as pools betting, which involved predicting the outcome of football matches. Pool betting was introduced by the British colonial government in the 1920s and was initially targeted at expatriates living in Nigeria. However, it soon became popular among Nigerians as well and remained so until the 1990s, which saw the emergence of a new form of sports betting in Nigeria, formerly known as sports lottery. Sports lottery involved betting on the outcome of sporting events, such as football matches, and was similar to pools betting in many ways. However, sports lottery was run by private companies rather than the government, and it offered higher payouts than pools betting. Today, sports betting is a thriving industry in Nigeria and has seen significant growth, all thanks to the worsening economic hardship, growing poverty, and unemployment, which have made it difficult for the average individual to meet their basic needs. Despite its popularity and enormous potential, sports betting in Nigeria is not without controversy. Some critics argue that the industry is exploitative and preys on vulnerable populations such as the poor and unemployed. They believe it further fuels negative vices among youths in the country.
Anybody that has a good thing is doing shouldn't have time for gambling. Gambling at any time, on any level, for any reason, encourages people lay back among our youth. It does not encourage proper enterprise among our youth.
It shouldn't be encouraged due to the fact that if we start using, if we venture into it, our kids might not actually see the value to normal life, like education, the value to work for money. You understand? That's the negative part.
However, for people like Raji Ohida, a sports betting agent and other bettors, sports betting is a harmless form of entertainment that can be enjoyed responsibly while providing an alternative source of income for its users.
And you're talking about the positive impact of betting. It creates lots of revenue, employment, and turning people into millionaires overnight. So then the negative impact, I think, is totally curtailed because you see it over there that you should bet responsibly in the sense that you should use your spare money and you should be up to 18 years.
For me, the game is it's a kind of smart game, and it's not something that you be addiction to. You understand? It's a kind of smart game that depending on how you play it, that matters to you. But me, the kind of game I play, and it really helped me a lot because I double my chances each time I have the chances I get, and I collect what I want to collect.
It has lifted so many people out of poverty. Um, this is what really has encouraged young men not to steal. Unless you have that blood, the gene in you that you should be stealing.
I had somebody using his school fee to play bet. It's not encouraging. I treat myself, so I take my own responsibility, so I can decide on what to play, when to play, and when not to play.
According to the Nigeria Sports Betting Sector Report 2019 and 2020, nearly 60 million Nigerians between the ages of 18 and 40 years are involved in active betting, with almost 2 billion spent daily on sports betting. Although the industry is relatively large compared to similar sectors, its potential is yet to be fully explored. Aware of its capacity in Nigeria to create employment opportunities through the National Lottery Commission, the government is in a position to design and implement reforms that would help regulate the bettors. Gloria Atta, reporting for Clearview News.